Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video. In this video we are going to be talking about some preseason thoughts for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15, and we're going to be talking about the first episode, which is going to be a talent show, and talking about how our contestants, how we think they're going to do, what's going to happen, etc, etc. This type of video is going to be happening every week for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15. And as we get into the season and then, we've actually seen episodes, then I will go over what happened in the previous episode and talk about it, and then I will go over what I expect to happen in the next episode. So let us just get into this. So for this first episode of the season, we have a two-part premiere with a talent show and Ariana Grande being the guest judge. And I am very excited for this because I think it is the correct call to make, where, with 16 episodes and 16 contestants, there's a lot going on. So kind of just eliminating one of the extra episodes that would probably have to be like a double save or, whatever, making it, just like a double premiere where one person goes home, but it's like a 2-hour long episode. I think that's a great way to do it, and it eliminates a potential issue with, having multiple non-eliminations and also having to introduce so many contestants in a 1-hour episode. By just making it double, you eliminate both of those issues immediately. So I'm very excited for that. I am a bit concerned about the talent show because, again, even though they have like an extra, hour, it's still 16 contestants in one talent show, so that's going to be that's going to be a lot. So, but, we're just going to have to see, is it going to be overwhelming? We're going to have to find out when that actually happens. And Ariana Grande, obviously being the guest judge, is really cool because Ariana Grande is super cool. Makes great music, all the above. I mean, everybody knows who Ariana Grande is. I think that she's going to be a very great guest judge, and I'm excited to see how that all ends up working out. And I guess I should also talk about like the cast here, like my cast thoughts of the preseason. I really like this cast of the season so much. It is a good fucking cast. I feel like everybody in the cast has like a genuine chance to like do pretty well. Like I feel like with some other seasons in the past, you just like look at like the cast reveals and you see a couple contestants, you're like, I don't think they're gonna make it far. You know what I mean? Like, this is no shade, but last season, before I didn't know, zero spoilers, and I predicted that June Jambalaya would be the first contestant eliminated. I just knew it. There wasn't even any particular reason that I knew. I just knew. I could just feel it in my bones. But this season, I really don't feel it in my bones. Anybody who's going to be going home like first, So I'm very happy the way that, I guess, I don't know if that's really the way about the casting of the season, but maybe just the way that they like introduced the contestants and like the vibes that have been given off, But I feel like really anybody could do well. And speaking of this talent show, I feel like pretty much anybody could do well in the talent show because they all seem like good ass performers who are capable of performing, whatever they need to do, whether that be comedy or a lip sync or singing or whatever. So for the way that these videos are also going to be formatted, for each one of these videos I do about season 15, in regards to the challenge that is happening in the upcoming episode, I will be selecting a handful of contestants. I've currently selected 4 for this episode, but it'll probably stay like 4, probably like lower down to 3 as we get like later into the season. Contestants who I think will do well in this episode. Maybe, I mean, obviously not all of them can win, but like these, I'm just going to pick out 4 contestants that I think would probably end up doing well and why I think so. And then I will pick 4 contestants that I think will make the top 4 of the season. Obviously, this is going to be fluid and it's going to change throughout the season, as most likely people I put in that top 4 will be eliminated, and I had a very hard time making the top 4 for this video. I was considering like 9 of them, so I just kind of fiddled with it for like 10 minutes, and I was like, all right, we'll just let it sit there. So let's see who I think will do well in this next episode. Based off of the like teaser trailer video, we were able to see some of the footage from Sasha Colby and Mistress Isabel Brooks' talent shows, and those looked super good to me. I mean, people were just like like we literally see people be like in awe of Sasha during the talent show. So I would be shocked if Sasha wasn't in the top or won the talent show. I think she's gonna do great in it. And also we see Mistress Isabel Brooks like split and like punch to the floor. And that's like a good moment. And so I would also I there's no way Mistress Isabel Brooks is in the bottom for this challenge, and I hope she's in the top because I fucking love fucking Mistress Isabel Brooks, I gotta say. I also decided to put Anitra and Jax here because they are two of like the dancing queens that we have on this season. They have told us and we've seen that they can do, the kicks, the splits, the stunts, and everything. So I would imagine that they would do well in the talent show, unless one of them like trips and falls, which I hope does not happen. But I predict that these four are going to do pretty well in the talent show. But again, I don't really predict that anybody is going to do bad in the talent show unless they choose something that they just end up not being good at, or unless they just like genuinely make a mistake because they all seem super fucking talented, and I'm really excited to see how this all goes. This is my preliminary top four for the season. Really, the reasoning is just kind of what I feel in my gut of like who I think is gonna make it far, and just who I really see as like kind of a superstar in the sense. I think I had to put Sasha Colby on here, and she's the biggest one because I think that Sasha Colby will probably, if she's in the finale, she will win the season. That is like, there's no doubt about that in my mind. Sasha Colby is an amazing drag queen, and she is just, she's perfection. She's your favorite drag queen's favorite drag queen. As she said, she is amazing at what she does. Also from the top four for this first challenge, I put Anitra in there. Anitra's like my dark horse pick. Anitra seems kind of like, not to compare queens, but like I see Anitra filling kind of like a Cameron Michaels-esque slot on the season, where Anitra themselves has stated that she's like pretty quiet and, is a bit more like insightful and doesn't really, you know, isn't really like kikiing as much as a lot of the other people are. But I feel like Anitra is just going to do so well in this competition, and I've been obsessed with Anitra since seeing the videos. So I decided to put in Anitra as one of my picks. Anitra had to fight with like four other people for that spot, so good for you, Anitra. I also decided to put Aura Mayari here because Aura was, well, I guess Aura and Sasha Colby were the two contestants prior to the season that I was following on social media. And so I've been a fan of Aura Mayari for a good amount of time. And I think Aura is just a great queen, and I think will be doing a great job during the season, and I hope that she does. I also decided to put Luxmore London here because I feel like Lux feels kind of like a similar like younger queen role that we've seen in like basically all of the most recent seasons of Drag Race, where I think if any of like the queens that like who I to say, I guess I'd say like younger than 25, if any of them are going to make it to the end of this season, I think it's going to be Lux Noir London. And I'm not just saying that because like I'm not saying that to say that Lux isn't actually going to do good. She's just going to make it to the end because she's young. I do think out of a lot of the younger contestants, I think Lux is going to shine just due to her like her own abilities. But I could also be wrong about literally all of this. That is going to be it for this video. I cannot wait to see what happens with episode 1, and I'm excited to see what happens throughout the rest of the season. I'm so excited. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you wish. Thank you all so much for watching again. Take care, and bye-bye.